let's talk about something real simple that I'm not using. I haven't used, and I don't even use it for my dealers. Okay. Facebook Marketplace. I know you feel very passionately about Facebook Marketplace. Oh. Should every car dealer that's not using me, should they use Facebook Marketplace?
Here's what I want to say. The answer is yes, but in the right fashion. Okay. So imagine I'm one of these big listing services, and I come to you. You've got a store, and I say, hey, I'm going to put all your cars on Marketplace for free. What would you say?
Sure.
Right. Let's ask some follow-up questions. Okay. Because what's actually happening, people don't realize that franchise dealers are constantly under attack from these companies, right? So what's happening is, and they're starting to realize, is these listing companies are coming in, they're taking your inventory, posting it on Marketplace. Nowhere on that Marketplace VDP do I see your dealership. If I click that link, I'm going to that listing services VDP, right, which is taking them away from your inventory, putting them in an environment where there's other inventory from other dealerships. But here's the kicker. Let's say they go to that VDP, they click on it, they're selling that lead back to you.
Right.
So what I want to urge people,
they're your enemy and they're taking your money.
Right.
You're paying them to do it.
And what I want to tell people is NetLook, the company that I work for, will put your inventory on Marketplace for free. It's from your store. They navigate to your site. They navigate to your Facebook homepage. I don't know of anybody else that's doing that right now. And there's a select few dealers that are starting to realize this, and it's a big problem. So Marketplace is extremely, extremely valuable if you're utilizing it properly. It's free to use. Okay. It's easy to get your stuff set up. And here's why. Facebook's algorithm is going to put they want relevant products in front of their users. So if they assume that, Billy's going to like seeing this car that you have in inventory, it's going to put it in front of Billy. You can't get that targeting anywhere else. And, on top of that, it's free.
Right. So if I've ran a lot of dealerships and I've really increased sales at every dealership I've ever been to. If you came in and told me that, first thing I'd say is, hey man, how about coming to work for me and you put all my stuff on Marketplace? Because if it is as valuable as you said it is, and I believe it is, I would hire a person to take care of that. One person in the dealership that did nothing but if you don't eat unless you get a sale off of Marketplace.
Sure. Absolutely. Okay. And I think,
have you seen anybody do that?
There's a couple stores that do it very well. Okay. I think here's the other problem is, and this is where you guys come in with some of the power you have, is let's say, okay, I've got all my cars on Marketplace now. Somebody's engaging. They send a message on my piece of inventory. Do I have somebody logged in 24/7 to Facebook Messenger to answer that lead? Majority of people are using a messaging service or an automated. This is a low funnel customer. This is somebody who's on a specific piece of used inventory and is asking you questions about it. I don't want a bot answering that lead.
You don't want most people in America. I watched your video, man. I do my research before I let somebody come on the show. I didn't, you said, do you want a salesperson handling that chat or do you want a bot? Well, heck, a bot's about as good as a salesperson unless they really understand the art of text message selling.
I would agree with that. Yeah. Well, yes, but also being that these are used vehicles, there's any number of questions this customer can have on this piece of used vehicle.
Yeah.
And a bot is not going to be.
Yeah. They're going to say, what's your name? What's your first name?
Exactly.
What's your last? Yeah. So I see a lot of potential there, Sarah, for DigiNinja and the chat that you have designed. And that, oh, by the way, Austin's in here today. Austin's got to jump on a call with you. You're going to have to get off here in just a minute. But our developer is here in-house today, which is amazing. Paul's showing him around exactly how we do. But you have designed a chat because the functionality of it is the most important thing to me. And what the Ninja says, what the operator says to these customers that are low funnel. It's so important to say the right thing. So important. But so do you think we can incorporate and help utilize Marketplace for our dealers? I mean, we'll do it for free for our dealers if they have the DigiNinja chat. Could you see that working?
Yeah, for sure. We can do some Marketplace ads. I see them here all the time, in Denver.
You're not talking about ads though, are you?
Not even ads, just get them up there.
Yeah.
Get them up there. But getting them up there from your store. Don't use a service that's going to post it from, their site, navigate. Yeah. We want your store to be shown as, we want you to get that lead.
So I think as a dealer services, Sarah, we need to talk to our sales managers they're out there in the field and say, look, here's what you need to be doing for your dealers. If you want to maintain that loyalty, which we have a 90% re-sign rate, but if we want to retain that, we need to go in there and make sure that they're setting up and doing these things that are free. Caleb's really good at that, going in and making sure that they're doing the things that are free. So what else about Marketplace do we need to know?
Just use it. I mean, this is dated back to 2017, but they were doing like 6 million VDP views a day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's old.
Yeah.
One key thing is, if you can't get all your inventory up there for whatever reason, or you're posting it manually, the price point 15,000 and under really moves on Facebook Marketplace.
All right. Well, you'll have to come back and watch the rest of it. I want you to jump on there with Austin and get we got to make sure that DigiNinja is a full service CRM. So I know you got to jump off, Sarah.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
All right. Bye.
Hey, don't you go anywhere, though. This is very important what we're about to talk about right here. So let's finish talking about Facebook Marketplace. Is it a lead? Do you get a lead from Facebook Marketplace, or do you just get a messenger, or you just
it's a messenger? Typically, they'll ask a question about the piece of inventory.
Okay, so I'm going to give you some free information for you dealers out there and anybody who's using a service to talk to your messengers or to talk to your chat providers, man. Just stop. You'd be better off to leave a message unanswered. Felipe, come here. You'd be better off to leave a message unanswered than to let a bot handle or let somebody that doesn't understand. This is Felipe Tenjero. He's one of my salespeople. He's got on his cowboy shirt today. Felipe, what's one of the biggest problems we see on Sunday? We start all our ads on Sunday that the dealership, this is not going to work. We're not going to get any appointments. Why not?
Have third-party messaging on there.
So, I mean, that wasn't scripted. If you have somebody besides your personal people, that would be better. But we try to get rid of them too. Usually, we can train them to do right. But if you have you can name them. You can give me the service that's handling your chat, and I'm telling you would be better off to not have them on there.
Well, yeah, and I've been watching your videos, and you say, I want to be the #1 chat provider, and I'm like, that's cool. That's a good goal. But when I walk through here today, I mean, that you are the #1 chat. I mean, these guys are. It's amazing.
We're the best. We're not the biggest, and I want to be the best and the biggest. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we definitely. I mean, that's why I wanted you to come in here and where you can see. And these guys over here, they're relentless in the way, and they're very skilled. I go in and I audit pages, and I'm amazed at how they really utilize and have meaningful conversations. So that's key. All right. So it comes in as a messenger. I love that. I'd rather have a messenger than a lead. You were talking about earlier about a lead form. Okay. Here's my problem with a lead form, and here's why I don't do it. Now, I'm making the shift. I'm altering my course a little bit because I'm not going to ever get left in the Stone Age. And we're going to talk about that too. Again, it's going to be a long show. But I'm going to alter my course to utilize Facebook lead gen ads. Are you familiar with Facebook lead gen ads? Is that what you use the business manager for lead gen, or do you just?
There's some lead gen. It depends on which client we're working with. For our physical therapy practice, that's a lead gen.
Okay.
And reason being, those customers are used to systems like that when engaging with healthcare providers. For something as casual as it's becoming as a car deal, might not necessarily fit in all. It depends on the environment. If they're engaging on Marketplace and they've got a quick question, I don't want to submit a lead, wait for an email to come in, wait for my phone to ring. Chances are I'm not going to open the email anyway or answer my phone.
Right.
Send me a text. Well, if I can just message right here, that's what I'm going to do as a consumer.
So you don't run very many lead gen ads for car dealers.
Correct.
Okay, good. Because we don't either. Here's why. The main thing is you have to have your process. Your sales process has to be based upon what the customer wants, not what you want. So if the first thing you ask them is fill out this form, they're not going to do it. They're going to be going somewhere else.
Yep.
Now, if indeed they fill it out, you got one of two things. You got somebody with nothing better to do than to chat with somebody about a car deal, or a real serious buyer. So,
well, the other issue too is, they fill it out. They're engaged during that time. After they filled it out, they're no longer engaged.
Exactly.
And now I've got to re-engage with them.
Yeah.
That's an exponential amount of work.
Yeah. So we use Facebook Messenger, and what most chat people get wrong is that, most chat companies, or all of them besides ours, their job of their operators is to clear their queue. They're trying to clear their queue. So you'll see that message. is there anything else I can help you with today? So they're trying to get
Rushing them.
they're trying to get out of the conversation,
Yeah.
and we're trying to go deep into the conversation. We want to have a meaningful conversation. We will jump through every hoop. We'll give prices. We'll send links. We'll send the credit apps, all before we even have their name.
Well, and I know this from working in the industry and running internet departments, is that most chat providers will tell you, we're not here to sell cars.
Right.
We don't talk about price. We don't talk about incentives. How are you helping me then?
Right. Right.
That's why they're here. We
Yeah.
need to give them that big offer. And if my chat provider is not willing to do that
Mhm.
for liability reasons or whatever,
Yep.
then you're not really helping me.